Behind every song is a story, so maybe that's where we should start. That's Katie Nelson, dancer, actress extraordinaire, playing a character whom I created and who very much represents me and my own story. I guess every composer has an angry song, and this one's mine. The entire song is also purposely a complete juxtaposition. The music sounds dreamy and whimsical, but there is a dark undertone to it as well.
Okay, ready, action.
And similarly, in the film, the carnival seems friendly, colorful, and inviting at first. But Katie's character notices hints of darkness throughout the film, that there is something off. In my last video, The Lighthouse, in the behind the scenes, I was kind of vulnerable and opened up a little bit about some dark times that I had between 2020 and 2022. I spoke of a quote-unquote existential crisis that I went through, and since calling it that, I've been asked a few times, what exactly is an existential crisis? Well, I guess you could say it has to do with your own existence and all those deep questions. You know, the big questions. For me, my entire life consisted of one belief in what those answers were to those questions, and I never questioned those answers. But there was a point in my journey where I felt a deep and painful loss in this area. And as with anyone experiencing the stages of grief, there is also anger. I happened to be on a weekend camping trip with my family, and I just needed to get some of these feelings out somehow. I had my journal with me, and around the campfire, I wrote the poem that you see at the end of the film. It was very therapeutic to write that out and just release it. That poem later turned into the music that I composed for this piece. In my head, I had this entire vision of the film spinning in my mind and all of the details and scenarios. Okay, here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. It's like 2, dun, 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 but if I do the 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm just. I wanted to create a world of thrilling carnival rides, flying trapeze artists, circus performers, carousels, and more through the sounds of the orchestra, choir, piano, and piano FX. And yet, I intentionally wrote an eerie undertone into the music that expressed my very real feelings of hurt and anger. Towards the end of the song, I really wanted the music to feel like you were just spinning in complete chaos with each chord progression. As if you were on a never-ending ride that you couldn't escape. When Glenn Gabriel and I were working on the production for this, I believe at one point I gave him the feedback that the synths needed more pukey feeling. We gave this song this cinematic feel to it, and one of the elements was the choir, who really brought the emotion and melody to life. Right?
No, the sopranos are out after beat 1 of the 3/4.
Oh, I see. No, have them finish with everyone else. Sorry about that.
Here we go. 1, 2, T.
And maybe my mind was dabbling in so much chaos back then, but the key signature and the chords in this piece I went a bit crazy with, but I feel it really added to the unpredictable nature of the piece. So unlike most of my other music videos, I actually do not play the piano on this one, and I only have one small cameo in it as a cotton candy girl / wolf.
Let's wait for people and action.
Did you get my little snarly face?
You're in there, yep. Okay.
Get it?
Yeah.
For this film, I really just wanted to direct and have the entire film be a performative story piece rather than a piano performance video. I knew I wanted this to be somewhat of a dance film, and when I was looking for a dancer, I knew I needed to ask Katie Nelson.
Look at her.
She had previously choreographed and danced for my video, Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy. And she ended up just being so perfect for this character. This role in this video required a lot of variance, and not just the costumes and looks, but specifically in emotional depth. It needed someone who could be carefree and innocent, completely distressed, and also portray a deep power within. In a film without words, it's all in how you carry your emotions on your face and in your body.
Okay.
And Katie just nailed it.
Okay.
Okay, now change to worried and concerned.
And looking over shoulders.
Look to your right. Now look forward. The locations for this film were probably one of the hardest things to lock down. How do you film underwater? How do you film sharks? Where do you find a carnival with everything you need? And what time of year can you film this? And will they even let us film?
Okay, go for it, Katie.
My experience though, Seattle is one of the most film-friendly cities. We were given permission to film at these locations in public, or we could shut things down for way too much money that we didn't have. So, public it was.
I don't know.
And of course, filming in public is always kind of tricky. When you film in public, you can't ask people to accommodate you. You have to accommodate them.
You're good.
Try not to bug them, try not to be in their way or ruin their experience either. And the kids, oh my goodness, the kids were everywhere.
Yeah.
In my poem, there is a line that says, "It feels like an underwater carnival ride with cheap thrills, shark-infested chills." I really wanted a shark in these shots, and believe it or not, finding an aquarium with sharks was so difficult. And I would have thought since sharks are native to the Pacific Northwest, we would have had an easier time, but nope. So this shot with Katie standing gracefully in front of the dome aquarium, the shark was VFX. This Seattle shooting day was so long. Right after the aquarium, we filmed along the pier with the Great Wheel. We also tried to do some drone shots, but either got attacked by seagulls or shut down by park officials. We also filmed all of the carnival scenes on the same day as well.
I just had all the people.
And again, filming these shots with the public was a challenge.
Did you at least win a teddy bear or something?
I didn't win a teddy bear.
I know how to go hard.
Will was such a champ filming everything too, especially since he gets motion sickness pretty easily. One oops that I did though was I went and bought some motion sickness medicine for him, but accidentally gave him the drowsy kind. Yeah, he was seriously so out of it. I felt so bad.
How are you doing? Are you need like water or something?
I have my water bottle in that. I just need to take a drink.
Okay, yeah. You look like you're tired.
But I'm not dizzy. That would have, I would have been puking.
Katie's husband Rob also helped out a lot with the film. He pushed our trusty cart around, and he also played a wolf and Noah's body double in some scenes.
Gotta do it quickly. Just go for it again.
All right. Pull her out. And then just squeeze her out.
But every now and then we get the occasional teenager who thought they were pretty funny.
So we're having.
Towards the end of the evening, we were actually stopped by a group of policemen who questioned what we were doing because they actually thought Katie was in trouble.
Hold on. We'll tell you when.
Here she had been running all over the carnival like she was trying to get away from someone, and so yeah, I can see why they were worried about her. But no, officer, really, we're just filming something.
Okay, we're there. 3, 2, 1, action.
The final carnival shot that we needed was the close-up of Katie where she looks right into the camera. For me, this was a very important moment in my own journey. It was a realization moment.
And then I want you to come up close to her and then get her facial reaction. Here, stay there.
Second. Get focus.
And her expression really needed to carry this. It took multiple tries, and she really had to dig deep and just go there.
I have to do this a few times.
That's a little angry.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, look up. Look right into the camera. Okay, start down again. All right. Action. That's okay. That's good. I don't know. Do you want to do it again? Are you okay? What makes you feel the most confident when you're dancing?
Yeah.
Well,
Really
it's
confident.
weird to switch to confidence so quick. So is it like a tiny confidence, or it's like all of a sudden I already just changed?
No, it's the realization
Where do
of
you,
confidence.
yeah, where do you find your confidence? Is it in like your dancing, your choreography? Like what do you feel the most proud of? Right. Okay.
You went on this wild ride and you survived.
And you're starting to love yourself a little bit.
Yeah. I promise. I'm almost there.
Yeah, you're
It's
good.
the hardest part.
Yeah.
Okay, just tell me whenever. And you just go whenever you're ready.
The shot we ended up using was very, very real for her and for all of us. That moment when you look your enemy in the eye and you realize your own
You
strength.
can see the future.
That's the one. Oh my god.
You can feel it.
Okay, that's good.
The moment at the end where she gets up off of the ground, stands up, and turns around to face the carnival is such a pivotal moment. This moment represents so many of us in times when we are just done with the BS, done with the lies, and you say no and you walk away. Also, with this grand bow, there's just so much I want to say about this, and Katie actually wrote this beautiful social media post, and I just really want to quote what she said, because she said it so eloquently. The grand bow. This piece has a lot of meaning not only for Jennifer, but also for me. In life, it was a deep-rooted personal thing for me. It was a long-time servitude to a certain way of being. This grand bow is like saying, thank you for your time, but I'm done now. Goodbye. If you watch this film, you will see this character start out young, naive, and happy to play the games and be part of all of this extravaganza. But as she grows, she starts finding out, sensing the truth deep down about this place. It's a spiritual concept for sure. As she finds out over time, she realizes what this place really is and what it's doing to her. When she finally comes to her end of it, she finds power within herself, that she doesn't need this anymore. This place and these kinds of people have no power over her anymore, and she says goodbye forever. She is free and finally herself. Truth does not reside in this forced madness. Truth is freedom. Oh gosh, I love that she said that. And then, she goes on and shares more about her own personal story, which if you want to read that, please go to her Instagram. It's Katie Nelson Ballet. She has a post from June 14th talking about this, and it's just so beautiful. We had actually filmed some additional scenes at a small local aquarium in Port Angeles, but I didn't end up using any of those shots. Not because they weren't beautiful, but because it actually was very sunny that day, and the shots were so bright and contrasted too much to the cloudy day shots that we had previously gone in Seattle. But here are some of these beautiful shots that we didn't use.
So just pretend there's like a pole between us.
And then later that evening, we filmed the dance scene. Noah Long choreographed this dance scene and also played Katie's romance interest, and he did such a great job. Yeah, I love that. You can even take her forward with you.
You're gonna step in and then pull her back.
Yeah.
If you can get behind me.
Right, can you block it?
Yeah, if you stand like right on the post here, the sun is right behind you.
Okay.
Filming Golden Hour is always a challenge as well, because you literally only have like 10 minutes to get the shots that you need, and then the sun is just gone. These shots turned out so beautiful though. Will, can you move the opposite direction as them?
So can you just elongate the spin as long as it takes for us to go around? Just the spin. Just until we do a full 360 around you. All right, go ahead.
We also had a lot of other dance shots we didn't end up using, again, because of the nighttime lighting was just so different than the other dance shots, but again, still beautiful.
And there's Jenny and Ryan.
That's a wrap.
I know, you're doing so many lifts. Like, do your arms get really sore? Although partnering,
My shoulder joint might be a little sore tomorrow, but I'll
happens
okay.
in partnering. Oh my god, that's normal.
That usually happens to the guys in acting phase.
You get the
with
shaking
the
and all
2-2.
that. Yeah.
Do you have a
Yeah.
So the big question I keep getting is, how did we get those underwater shots of Katie? Well, the other little bit of cinematic magic for this film is those underwater shots with Katie were actually incredible stock footage shots that I found. And believe you me, I spent so much time looking for footage that resembled Katie, and even she thought this girl looked like her. But the underwater face shots, those were all Katie. We shot those in our bathtub at our house, and poor Katie ended up having to go under like 50 times.
Okay, then lift your head up.
I'm sorry.
just did it.
That's awesome. You gotta do it in the behind the scenes.
Blowing out my nose is so much better. It didn't feel okay.
One last nerdy detail I thought I'd point out is all the spinning this video has. From the carousels to Katie spinning to the rides to more, it's just a lot of dizziness. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look at both the music and filming for Underwater Carnival Ride. If you found this entertaining or of value, please do consider supporting my filmmaking on Patreon, as it does help me to make films like this. Thank you guys so much. Ready on the ferry.
Makeup over here. Will's getting his camera ready. And his stabilizer.
The pink little, that little right there, by your foot, down, down, down.